XconMedia.
Grand jury has spoken. It has made its decision. No criminal charges for the former Atlanta police officer who tased 62-year-old deacon Johnny Hallman during a response to a traffic accident.
Hallman died shortly after that encounter. Family says that he was driving home from Bible study, bringing dinner to his wife, when he got into a fender bender on the west side. Things escalated after he refused to sign his citation and asked to speak with the supervisor. An autopsy ruled his death a homicide with heart disease, also listed there as a contributing factor.
And just hours ago, a grand jury heard the charges the DA wanted to pursue in this case. 11 Alive's Cody Alcorn, live now from the Fulton County Courthouse with the details and reaction from the family as well. Cody?
Ron, that grand jury was seated right behind me, as you mentioned hours ago. The DA looking at several charges in this case, including violation of oath, simple battery, and involuntary manslaughter.
Do you understand what I'm telling you? Now you're going to sign this ticket, or I'm going to take you to jail.
On August 10th, 2023, police cited Johnny Hallman for a crash in southwest Atlanta. Atlanta police officer Kieran Kimbrough told Hallman to sign the citation. Hallman asked to speak to a supervisor. Then Officer Kimbrough continued to threaten to arrest the 62-year-old. In the body camera video released by APD, Kimbrough is seen grabbing Hallman's arm, ordering him to sign the ticket.
Sign the ticket!
When Hallman finally agrees, the two men go to the ground. Officer Kimbrough uses his taser multiple times. Hallman can be heard repeatedly saying he can't breathe. Moments later, Hallman loses consciousness. He was rushed to Grady, where he died. Following the incident, APD revised its policy on traffic tickets. If a driver now refuses to sign a citation, officers can write refusal to sign instead of making an arrest. Officer Kimbrough was fired. He recently lost an appeal to the city's Civil Service Board, which ruled he violated department policy by trying to physically arrest Hallman without a supervisor's approval. Despite public calls for charges against the officer, on Monday the case went before a grand jury, which decided there wasn't enough evidence to indict the former officer. Family obviously upset, saying they wanted this officer held accountable. In part of a quote they sent out this evening, they said their fight will not stop. Our faith and our fight for justice will not waver. Now, we should mention.
Welcome to the channel. This is a very, very sad situation all the way across the board. Now, I tell you people all of the time, you cannot be confrontational with these officers. You cannot have trial in the street with these officers because you might lose your life. That is the bottom line, okay? The Mr. Hallman had a fender bender. It led to a ticket. At the time that the officer was trying to arrest him, the policy was for that if people did not sign a ticket, the officer can arrest you. However, the supervisor has to be there. Now, what a lot of people do not understand, now this does not happen often, but you got to understand that it can. You can be taken to jail for a ticket. You can be taken to jail for a ticket. The purpose at that time, because since then the law has changed, the policy has changed. At that time, signing the ticket is not in the acknowledgement of guilt, but in lieu of a bond. So don't let that fly over your head. You know what I'm saying? You sign the ticket in order for the cop not to take you to jail. So Mr. Hallman refused to sign that ticket, and that's what led to the exchange. Now the officer violated policy because the man asked for a supervisor. He should have called a supervisor. You know what I'm saying? That's the bottom line. It was not a felony arrest. It did not have to go to that extent. All right. I'm pretty sure a supervisor was in the area. Now, here's the thing. the family settled for $4 million. Was the man's life worth $4 million? Would you rather have $4 million, or would you rather have your father, your grandfather, your uncle, your big brother? You know what I'm saying? And he's on his way home from church, and he got dinner for his wife, and he got into a fender bender. And you see how fast that can escalate? That's why I tell you people all the time. I'll link my video below. Just exactly what I did. When I had my last officer interaction with Mississippi State Patrol. The link will be at the end of this video. Listen, man, say less is possible. If anything, get your damn ticket and go on about your way. Record all interactions. Hands on the steering wheel. Windows down. Don't make no false moves. Don't say nothing crazy, because again, if you say something that the officer can 100% definitely prove is not true, you're going to jail for lying to a police officer. So that is the whole thing about you got the right to remain silent. Keep quiet. Get your ticket. Go to court, fight your ticket. If you feel like you was in the wrong, then fight it in court. Fight it in court. And I say this all the time. What good is it in being right and you lose your life in the process? The man is worth almost $4 million, but guess what? He can't spend it. He can't enjoy it because he's 6 feet under. All because he wouldn't sign a ticket. You cannot get out. Listen, you can lose your life being defiant to these police officers. Okay, if you are feeling like your rights have been violated or you're being done wrong, do whatever it is you have to do to get out of that interaction at that moment, and then have court inside of court. Because 9 times out of 10, when you try to have court in the street, oh, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. That's the bottom line. So again, I tell you people all the time, every time I get stopped, now I done been stopped in West Virginia, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, let me see, Mississippi, Texas, Illinois, North Carolina, and each and every time, I don't get a ticket, except for this last time. I did get a ticket this last time, but again, I went to court and the case was dismissed. Bottom line, hey, you say I was speeding, I'm not gonna try to argue with you back and forth that I wasn't speeding. Hey, we're gonna go to court and we're gonna let the judge handle it. You got to come in there and show me I was speeding. Just because you said I was speeding don't mean I was speeding. You got to show me that I was speeding. So people, please live to see another day. Stop having these interactions with these police, man. This is a tragic situation, and now the officer is not going to be indicted. So not only do you lose your life, but 9 times out of 10, the officer gonna get away with it. And Mr. Holman not even here to enjoy the money that his family got. Boy, y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up, especially black people. Especially black people. Y'all better wake up, boy. They've been trying to steal our lives in all kind of ways since the beginning of time. But guess what, man? Like Kanye West said, slavery was a choice. And whether you like it or not, that's what it was. Stay free.
Thank you for tuning into XconMedia. Go right ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hurry up!